Okay, this is my first YouTube video ever, so bear with me. This is on my travel trailer toilet. This one is a Aquamagic Galaxy / Starlight model GH, GL, SHSL. It's a Thetford, whatever they call it. I already removed it from the trailer. There was a bolt under here. There's a bolt or a nut in there holding it onto the toilet ring, and that's a foam ring, not a wax ring. And then, much harder to get to, there was another nut right in here, and I got a mirror and I put it back behind the toilet and I got that loose. But what I'm doing is actually replacing this water valve here because it's leaking. So when you step on the fill pedal, basically it starts to leak underneath here. And I learned that because there's water around the toilet, and then I held my mirror around the back of the toilet and I pushed on the pedal and I saw the water just basically coming out here, and this metal bracket here is all rusted out. I don't know if you can see it, but it's all rusted out. So today I'm just going to replace this valve. Eventually I'm going to replace all these tubes in here. I think it's like 5/8 or something tubes, but I don't have them right now, so I'm not going to do it. So let's get started here. Flip the toilet over. Alright, it's kind of annoying making these videos with the camera angles and everything. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 screws here. And then it looks like there's one screw down in here. So you need a long, skinny screwdriver to get down in there. And there's a screw on the valve lever, I guess I would call it. Okay. And then we've got our tubing here. So we're going to want to attach this piece of tubing. There we go, got that one out. And this should come out. And then this one was attached, that one came right off. Okay, so what we're going to do is replace this valve. Okay, I've got a 7/16 ratchet here. There's a nut holding on the valve, or a bolt, or no, it is a nut, and a little washer. And a screw here. So, 2 screws. Mine's all rusty, so hard to see what hardware there is here. Alright, that's the valve. I actually need to save this little fitting because that's what my hose attaches to. So here I've got the new one. It's the water valve, Thetford water valve replacement package, and it comes with a new foam ring too, which is kind of nice. Let's see. Looks like there's a little. Like there's a little gasket on here or something. It's really small. But I don't see one in the replacement kit, so I'm just going to put this one back on here. Slide it back in. Fresh hardware. Maybe put our screws in. Two screws, a lock washer, and a nut. And Teflon looks pretty good on this still, so I'm just gonna another thing that I noticed is that you can see you got your fill pedal here. This puts water into the toilet, and then the bigger pedal actually opens the flapper to let your waste go down. Mine, this is off of a kind of a vintage trailer that I restored, and mine, this flapper wasn't closing all the way. It was stuck, like it was open a little bit, so when you tried to fill it, the water would just go down into the holding tank. And what I noticed was when I took this off, there's just a little bit of like dried toilet paper stuck in there. So all I did was get like a dental tool, and I kind of nasty, but I cleaned that out, and now you can see it closes all the way. So if you ever have that problem where the water doesn't hold in here, it's probably something jammed in there. They also make a replacement seal kit for this, for all that. And I'm sure you just take these screws off and replace the little gaskets. There's a little rubber gasket in there, but this one's working good now. Okay, so let's put our tubes back on. This is what was giving me some problems. And still is. There we go. Put our screws back in. Alright, I'm not gonna put this spring on because I'm actually gonna replace all these water lines. But I think there we have it. So the water valve is replaced. It's actually not that hard. It's just a couple screws, and detaching these hoses was the hardest part. I think I paid like 25 bucks for this valve online on Amazon, and then I think, you know, whether it's a household toilet or an RV toilet, it's always a good idea if you do pull the toilet to in your house, you've got a wax ring on the toilet, so replace that. And then this one I'm going to replace because when I pulled it out, one side of it was all smushed, so it's going to have to be replaced anyways. But this is just going to go around here. It'll sit like that. And it's just basically a seal between your toilet and the drain. Alright, that's it.